Good morning, welcome to your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Still dealing with some chilly conditions and mostly cloudy, overcast skies. Temperatures sitting around 40 degrees. We have winds out of the northwest. Saw a few peak gusts up around 19 knots so far this morning. Still dealing again with the cloud material from the showers that moved through the area, bringing about a half-inch rain here to Wallops last night. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we see that low pressure that brought the shower activity over the last 12 to 24 hours is starting to move off the coast. With that, not expecting any additional rainfall or threat for active weather with that system, and it should be taking the cloud cover with it, as well as we'll have a brief moment of high pressure building in behind it, bringing some clearing conditions as we go into the evening this evening. If we look at the upper level winds from this morning's balloon sounding, we have westerly winds near the surface, fairly light, starting off at 12 knots at 1,000 feet and 20 to 30 knots up to around 10,000 feet. Then the winds become more southwesterly as we go up through the column with a peak wind of 92 knots at 25,000 feet. And the freezing level is at 5,500 feet. Look out there at the current visible satellite, we can starting to see a few breaks in the clouds out there with some blue sky showing through, expecting that trend to continue as we go throughout the day today, setting up for mostly clear evening to start off with before we see another round of clouds moving in to start the day on Tuesday. But otherwise, just some slightly breezy conditions out there across the local area. Look at the short-term high-resolution model as we go throughout the next couple of days, expecting just a few rounds of cloud cover to move through the area. Again, we'll see some clearing conditions as we go into the evening hours tonight, and then we'll have an upper level wave moving through the area, mainly just bringing some additional mid and upper level clouds moving into the area during the morning hours on Tuesday, likely lingering around for most of the day for Tuesday, and then could see a few breaks in those clouds, becoming partly cloudy by early Wednesday morning. And then we'll start the day partly cloudy to mostly sunny Wednesday morning. Then we'll see another round of clouds start to move into the area. If we zoom out and take a look at the longer term forecast model, we'll see continued dry conditions as we go through the day on Wednesday with some easterly winds. And then as we go into the day on Thursday, we'll see this low pressure system coming together, and that will start to move northeast of the area, bringing a cold front into our area, and we'll see winds start to pick up out of the south. We'll see a warming trend as we go through the day Thursday with some slightly breezy conditions, and as we go into Thursday evening, we'll see showers start to move into the area, likely after midnight and continuing throughout much of the day on Friday, making for a wet day Friday with continued breezy conditions. And then that front will continue to push through the area. You'll see winds shift out of the northwest, remaining on the breezy side and allowing some cooler, more seasonable air to move into the area for Saturday and into Sunday, as we have high pressure building over the region by the end of the weekend. So if we look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, we are green across the board as we go throughout the day today, expecting temperatures to get into the mid to upper 40s, peaking around 48 degrees this afternoon. We'll see that those slightly breezy conditions continue throughout the day out of the northwest at 9 to 14 knots, with our peak gusts around 20 to 21 knots as we get into the afternoon, and we'll see some of this cloud cover start to move out of the area. Going into the evening, we'll continue to see a clearing trend, becoming mostly clear by the overnight hours. We'll see a low around 31. Those clear skies will allow temperatures to drop to around 31. Then we'll see those high clouds and maybe some mid-level clouds start to move into the area as we start today on Tuesday. We'll also see those winds lighten up as we go through the overnight hours out of the northwest, around 5 to 10, dropping down to around 3 to 8 as we start the day on Tuesday. But otherwise green across the board for our weather risk over the next 24 hours. And tides are running slightly above normal at the moment. As we go to our Tuesday, we'll start off partly cloudy. We'll see those high clouds and mid-level clouds increase as we go throughout the day today, with some light and variable winds, so becoming partly sunny at times with a similar day with a high around 48 degrees. Green across the board for weather risk. As we go into Tuesday evening, we'll see those clouds break up a bit as we go through the overnight hours, becoming partly cloudy by early Wednesday, Very slight chance of maybe seeing a few patchy fogs and some little bit of patchy fog in areas with the light winds, but a low expected just above freezing, around 33 degrees. And as we go into Wednesday, expecting partly to mostly cloudy skies with an onshore breeze. So we'll start off partly cloudy and could see some lower level clouds on our Wednesday with that onshore breeze and some low level moisture in the area, but slightly warmer day with a high around 51, and again green across the board for the next couple of days weather risk wise. Looking at the extended forecast, Thursday much of the same, partly to mostly cloudy as we see another round of clouds building in ahead of that next system, but we will see winds starting to increase, becoming slightly breezy to breezy, particularly later in the day, and we will see a warming trend as well with a high around 57. Things will remain mild through the overnight hours as the cloud cover builds in and we have that next system approaching, low around 47 Thursday evening, and then we'll see rain chances coming into the area Friday with some rain showers most likely throughout the day that day, looking at about 60% chance, as well as some breezy conditions for Friday as well. High for our Friday will be around 55, and then we'll see those winds shift out of the northwest with cooler air moving in, setting up for a cooler, more seasonable evening with a low around 34. And then going into the weekend, we'll start off partly to mostly cloudy, and we'll see a clearing trend as we get into the end of the weekend as high pressure starts to build into the area. High temperatures in the mid to possibly reaching into the upper 40s, and we'll see a low Saturday evening around 29 degrees, and breezy conditions for Saturday, and then that breeze should start to diminish as we get into our day on Sunday. Well, that will wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 at 10 a.m. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.